Did you know that today's show is brought to you by DraftKings? You know, the leaders, in terms of being safe, secure, and reliable. When you talk about sports betting, the sportsbook game, they are numero uno. Okay. But more importantly, Deke, we know that football season is here, whether we're talking college or professionally, and there's always action, man. There's always upsets happening, but there's also, people covering and all that good stuff. So what better way to, watch some of that and to feel a part of some of that than to put in a little, moolah on the line. But we got something dope for all those first time people, because we all had to start out at some point in time hopping into the sports betting game. So with that being the case, for all the first timers out there, when you download that DraftKings Sportsbook app, make sure you use the promo code MOATS. So when you do that, Deke, all they got to do is this, man. Use the promo code MOATS. They're going to put $5 down on whatever their first bet is, right? Whatever that first one is. But then as soon as you do that, you're getting $200 in free bets. $200 in free bets. That's essentially free money, man.
Sounds like an amazing deal.
I mean, dude, how can you not like that? You're going to be winning because you're going to be winning or having a chance to win. And then you're going to spin the block and have a chance to win some more. To me, man, that sounds like a win-win to me. Mm-hmm. Sounds like a good situation. Okay. So with that being said, man, you definitely want to check them out. Download the app, but more importantly, use that promo code NDEEK. I would be remiss. I would. If I didn't talk about the other side of this thing, Deke. Because we know not everybody can just have a good time. Some people overdo it. Mm-hmm. Not everybody can weather the bad times.
It's all about balance.
You got to have that balance, right? The circle of life, some people might call it. Okay? But either way, if you or someone you know has a gambling problem, they might need crisis counseling or referral services. You see us a number right there for my New Yorkers that you can call or you can text. But for the rest of y'all, it's a little number you can dial. And it's 1-800-GAMBLER. What games did you watch this weekend, man? In terms of week 3, did you watch
I had
any?
Red Zone on.
Okay, because I know for me,
so
man,
I pretty much got everything.
You knew.
I was half asleep for some of them though too. I'm not even gonna front. Caught the latter half of that 49ers Broncos game because I was driving back home from Cleveland Sunday night. But yeah, I think I caught most of them. I got the gist of everything.
Yeah, same here, man. But I guess we'll start within the division. It's one of those weekends where obviously we knew Cleveland had to win in the division, but the others in the division were able to take care of business as well. Starting with Baltimore, man. Obviously, they had the exciting game with the Patriots. Lamar's looking really good. He's looking really, really good right now, man.
Improved passing. Still has the dynamic plays.
Yes, and still fast. Still fast. Even with the thicker frame, still very fast. I don't know about their defense all the way, though, bro.
Yeah, definitely not. Mac was carving them up.
And that was the part for me.
If it weren't for Mac having some bad throws, just throwing them right into the Ravens defenders, Patriots offense could have been a lot better.
And that's my thing. I'm like, it's weird though because I'm used to Baltimore always having like a dope defense, but that part right now is when I'm watching.
Patriots fumbling the ball too.
Yeah. It was weird in that sense, but to me, man, the takeaway that I had from that game was Baltimore and more so Lamar Jackson. He is definitely taking that next step, man. He's making it harder to treat him like he's a one-dimensional guy in a sense, man. But I want to know, and obviously we'll get this test or we'll find out more about the answers to that test, but I want to see how they handle a front like ours when we're fully healthy. I'm talking about like TJ's or Cam Hayward's, Alex Highsmith, Larry Ogunjobi, stuff like that.
Until later in the year, both times.
Right. So we'll have, like, we're going to get to that point, but I'm looking at them and I'm just like, we know that Patriots front, they're not a front that's going to hurt you one-on-one wise. You're going to have to blitz it. You ain't really trying to do that to Lamar either. So I'm like, all right, I get that. Cincinnati, well, no, they haven't seen Cincinnati yet. It was the Jets they played early on. So once again, I'm just like, in terms of marquee guys that can beat you up front, that's what I want to see from them still, man. But because even when they played Miami, same context. It was like, I just watched Miami. Dang, I had no pass rushers like that. Ingram was straight, but he ain't like that.
He's playing a lot.
He is. Yes, it shows. But he's getting them like lucky bounces. He had another fumble recovery yesterday, bro. As we say, like, bro.
I know, yeah.
I don't get it. But I like it, though. I like it. But to me, man, Baltimore's looking interesting right now. Baltimore's looking interesting.
Yeah, they are. You're right. Interesting,
Yeah.
just from the standpoint of everything that Lamar's doing. Their offense looks pretty solid.
Yeah.
It's been pretty consistent what he's been doing these first 3 weeks. But yeah, you're right. I think their defense could have some holes. When we face them, it's always tough games.
Always,
but they look vulnerable. I mean, them losing to Miami. I know the Jets wasn't even close or anything, but I would just like to see. It almost goes back to my whole Pitt conversation with college football. I mean, these other AFC North teams could be losing on a week in and week out basis. I don't think any of these guys are above reproach right now.
Like, that's definitely, especially with,
even the Bengals against the Jets, it wasn't perfect.
No, not at all.
No, I think they're starting to get back to a degree, but
when you're talking about Cincy, and the big knock on them has been their protection. The Jets, they don't have the Micah Parsons. They don't have the TJ Watts that Bengals team faced either. So I also think that is part of why they were able to look a lot better and play a lot better as well, man.
And Joe Flacco, it almost seems like time's up, buddy.
Well, this technically, Zach Wilson could be back this week.
They're saying that.
I just don't know because
it's likely.
That's one I'll believe it when I see it, man. I think we getting Flacco, bro. I still think it's Flacco.
I'm not opposed to either or. Now, I think Zach Wilson could maybe give them some spark, but
I think
him
he
being out
us.
for so long,
I think that benefits us. I think that's like the Joe Burrow situation.
Exactly, from week 1.
Absolutely.
And then if Flacco plays, whatever. Flacco's playing.
It's Flacco. Yeah, it's Flacco. Yeah.
I feel fine about that.
I am really excited about that. Like I said, I haven't went back and deep dove into their tape just yet, but based on what I saw yesterday, I was like, okay, I kind of like what we're seeing here. I could definitely see some positives for us. Yeah. Now, I did see where Garrett Wilson, he went out. I don't know if he came. Did he come back, though? I think he came back. I know he went out for a little bit, but I think he came back.
I did see him go out.
Yeah, because he was having a little game.
I was surprised on the hit that actually took him out because whenever you saw it live, I'm like, oh, I think he took a shot to the head. But then it wasn't. It was just a body shot, and he landed a little bit awkwardly. But he's playing really good. And the Jets, they got some players. This goes back to
Breece Hall straight, Michael Carter. Yeah, they got a little tandem back there, man.
This goes back to even the draft. I think the roster that the Jets are starting to put together is actually kind of decent. The problem is going to be the quarterback. Yeah. And Flacco did decent for them against the Browns. Yeah. Let them back. Can Zach Wilson do that for them long term and throughout this season? I don't know. Verdict's still out on him. Yeah. But that's the X factor because they do have a halfway decent roster.
I just want to see, like I said, if Zach Wilson does play, which I personally don't think he will. I think that is very quick. Maybe you're talking about going under the knife and then coming back and playing an NFL game. Like, not a practice, a game where you're going to get hit, where you can't control the settings and the variables. To me, that is very fast. But if he is out there, like I said, I still think that benefits us, man, in a big way because I'm questioning his mobility. I'm also questioning in terms of his eyes because, as I've told you, man, it takes time to get back up to speed, man. It's hard to just not be out there because it's not like he's been practicing while he hasn't been playing. This dude's been rehabbing, you know what I mean? So that's a different situation. Very similar to what we talked about with Joe Burrow. Yeah, I like that a lot for us, man.
The thing that I'm liking across the AFC right now is just a bunch of teams that we thought were going to be decent losing. Yeah. Chargers 1-2.
Yeah, and who'd they lose to?
Jacksonville.
Craziness.
Yeah, we can't have two teams come out of this AFC South though because Colts somehow lucked their way into beating the Chiefs.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't want if it's gonna come down to a wild card scenario, I don't want a bunch of competition.
Titans beat the Raiders.
Teams that are 10-7, 9-8.
Yeah. So now Titans are sitting at 1-2.
I know they won, but dude, they're done.
Well, all I'm saying is in the context of what you were just saying.
Teams we thought were going to be decent.
Right. And when we think about the Raiders and the Titans, both of them, one is 0-3, one is 1-2. But are those potential teams that we might have to worry about fighting for those wild card spots because of the slow start?
Somehow the Titans are going to slug their way back and win.
I mean, because
19-18
because think about it in the context, like we're here from the Pittsburgh side, but our records are the exact same. It's like it's not like we sit here 2-1 or 3-0. We over here like we got our own questions in house, you know.
Patriots 1-2. We thought they were going to be decent this year.
Miami's the surprise right now.
Yeah, the big surprise.
Yeah, they're the surprise right now.
Is it sustainable?
Personally, I don't believe it.
Bills should have won that game.
Bro, Bills dominated that game. The heat is what took the Bills out. The injuries took the Bills out. They were already banned going into the game, but then it was just more of that. But no, Miami, I still give the Miami credit, though, 100%. But, yeah, it is, like, bro, it was one of the weirdest games to watch in the sense of, like, you dominate time possession, dominate yardage, score, run the ball, you doing everything you want, but it was just all this like weird stuff happening. Not janky, not cheating, not refs, none of that, but it was just like weird timing stuff. You know what I mean? But like I said, salute the Dolphins for that though, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, Allen looked exhausted. Yeah, Diggs was he had to miss the game,
bro. Like Diggs played, but the whole third, fourth quarter, bro. It was like you're gonna play one play, then he's on the sideline cramping up. Like a lot of the dudes, like the Heat killed a lot of the dudes down there. But it's Miami in September. We've seen what that looks like as well.
Maybe that's why. Remember we talked about Belichick and the Patriots going down a week before.
Listen, remember when Law? All right, we know what it's like, bro.
We got Sunday Night Football down to Miami, right?
Yeah, but it's late in the year though. It's different. Not late in the year, but it's later.
October.
It's
later. October, November. I can't remember.
It's later. But no, that part, bro. I was like, oof. But yeah, Miami. I honestly, bro, leaving out that game. Obviously, I wasn't down there, but yeah. I don't think we should be worried about, like, not scared of them like that, bro. Like, do they got talent at receiver? Yes. But I like us, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Against Miami for that Sunday Night Football
game. I like us, bro. Like, I know we're supposed to be like, oh, no, Miami Dolphins 3-0. You got to believe into it. Bro, this wasn't even the Bills starters. Like, we was down. We was down bad over there in Buffalo. They was down bad, bro. Down bad. None of the safeties, not the all pros. You know the tandem they got. Neither one of them was playing. None of the starting corners. None of them dudes was out there. Best D lineman, he wasn't out there either, bro. And we kept it. Literally, the throw of the game was the Jalen Waddle. It was a 3rd and 20. He splits. It was a Tampa 2 coverage. No, but it was a nice setup. But this was the Tyreek Hill effect. It's Tampa 2. So middle runner should stay high, keep running. Because Tyreek Hill runs and stops, it makes that middle runner stop, and that's how Waddle hits it in between the safeties. It's part of the Tampa 2 defense. That's kind of like the weak spot there, but it was more so because you feeling this Tyreek Hill dude, and you understanding like, yo, if he gets this ball, I can't make that play with 3-4 yards of separation in terms of the linebacker I'm talking about. So that was the throw that gave them that big play at the end. You know what I mean? And from there, they were able to score, which was dope. Then we had our chances as well, man. Shout out to Buffalo. But nah, man, tip your cap to them, man. But, dude, Pittsburgh should beat them.
So just the thought of Miami, buy or sell. You're selling.
I'm selling.
Selling high.
I'm selling, bro. I'm buying Philly.
Yeah.
I'm selling Miami. I still don't believe it, bro.
Yeah, Philly's pretty good right now.
Philly looks legit. Philly looks complete. Miami, I'm like, I see it, but it's I don't know, bro. It looks like fool's gold to me right now.